Hey G fans, it's Estes over here. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we'll be reviewing Godzilla 2014. So, before we start the video or the review, the reason why I'm reviewing this movie again is because next week, I think it's next week, is the release of Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire. So I'll be rewatching all four Monsterverse movies, starting with this movie, Godzilla 2014. Then I'll review Godzilla 2014, Skull Island, King of Monsters, then GVK. As a, I guess you should say marathon. I should say since Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire comes out next week, and I thought this would be a good idea to do this. So let's wrap that up. So, anyways, yes, Godzilla 2014, the start of the Monsterverse, aka, for me at least, the movie that scared me as a freaking kid. Yes, so this movie came out in 2014. I think it was May 16th. And yeah, I did not see this movie because I was scared of him at the time. And yeah, I didn't see it because I was scared of Godzilla at the time. And until I became a fan, I think I started with this movie, my first Godzilla movie I ever watched on DVD, I should say. King of Monsters was the first movie I've seen in theaters, so there's that. But anyways, yes, Godzilla 2014, the start of the Monsterverse. 10 years. Ooh, that's a long time since this cinematic universe, I'm calling it that, started. And it started with this movie. So, again, I'm not going to go over everything. I just want to say what I think of it. Rewatching it again a couple thousand times. So, yes, what can I say? This movie is great. It might have its flaws. I'm going to talk about that later. But I think the story is. I think it's very well paced, in my opinion. I know people have their opinions, but I'm just going to say story, plot. I think it was good. You know? And I think the human characters did great. Well, the characters slash whatever. The actors did great. Um, I get people's opinions about Ford Brody, aka I'm gonna say his name wrong. Aaron Taylor Johnson. Hope I said his name. I know people do not like him because I mean I get it. He did not do much in this movie. Some like the other characters did, but I think he did his part very well, in my opinion. Again, and see the other Bryan Cranston did great, even though his character died way too early. I mean, pretty much you guys already knew this because you might have seen it when it came out, but I didn't because you know why. Anywho, so yes, so I don't know, I'm terrible about this, but anyway, the I would say as I said, story and plot were great, characters were great, Godzilla was great, the Mutos were pretty cool too, and honestly, when the male Muto broke free, all all heck broke loose when they were trying to figure out a way to get rid of him, to stop them. It kind of reminded me of a little bit of a Godzilla horror film if you think about it, just because of everything that happening throughout this movie. So I would say it's kind of like a kaiju apocalypse, I should say, but this time of obviously Godzilla, obviously. So what else? Music was great. I do have the soundtrack somewhere in this room, but anywho, so I think I think everything was great. I know people have their opinions on it, which is fine because As long as we have opinions, we don't have to be at each other's necks and yelling at each other and whatnot. That is still happening in this community. Oh boy. Anywho, so what else can I say? I think my nitpicks is, again, I think some of the characters could have done a little better, and I think there are some of the scenes were way too dark. I kind of wish that they could have brightened it up a little bit to see what was happening, especially on the DVD release. Like you have to watch the movie in a dark room because most of the scenes, as I might have said already, are very dark and you cannot see anything. So I would say that is kind of a little bit of my downfall I have for this movie. And it might count for the other ones as well. I'm not sure. But anywho, yes, I kind of wish that the nighttime scenes were kind of brightened up a little bit. But anywho, it is what it is. So, other than that, this movie is a great start to the Monsterverse. I loved watching it again because I just finished watching it on Netflix. I wonder how long that's gonna last. But yeah, so what else can I say that hasn't been said? Great movie, great story, great characters, in my opinion. But the problems I had, as I mentioned, that some of the scenes, like the nighttime scenes, could have been a little brighter, and the characters again could have done a little bit better, especially for Brody. But that's just me. I think that's about it as far as I know. I'm not good at reviewing movies, but yes. So, anywho, that is my review of Godzilla 2014. Tomorrow will be Conquer Island, then we'll go from there. So, anyways, hope you guys like this review. As always, I will see you guys tomorrow after I watch Conquer Island. So, stay tuned. So, anywho, good night, everyone.